everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So I'm not quite sure how long this video will be today. I'm starting quite late today, so just a heads up, it may be short, but you will probably see that before you even start the video. So a couple of things to share with you. I have backed my Book Page Snippet Rolls. So that is the one that we focused on, the gold papers from JunkWithSteph. I love that. And also the one with the more reds and greens, which I love just as much. We made both of these in a previous video, and I'm hoping to work on those in this video, but I do have a couple of things to share with you first. So I actually came into my craft space yesterday to do some crafting with you, and I just couldn't find my motivation. So I had a little play in my snippet book, my snippet and cluster book, and I worked on this side of the page. I didn't get a lot done. That's okay. I dabbled. So I did want to show you. I've used the backing papers are all scraps of paper that I had from JunkWithSteph. And I just wanted to go through the embellishments with you. So these two labels are from Allure Books Craft on Etsy, and I will put the link for their shop in the description below this video. This butterfly is from Art Vintages, and this one is from, I believe, Allegra Digital. This one kind of jumped ship out of my ephemera folder, but I'm pretty sure it comes from Allegra Digital. This label here is from JunkWithSteph, and I believe it's the Ads with Age ephemera kit, and the leaf is from Poppiness on Etsy, which is Susan Taylor Brown, and it's the first time I've used one of her leaves, and I really love it on there. So not a lot happening, but I just wanted to get you up to date. Really love them. I'm trying to decide whether to leave them in here or whether to take them off once they're finished so I can sew them. And I have a little drawer that I do have some other clusters in, so I'm considering taking them out and sewing them and popping them into that drawer. Okay. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that I finally started putting together some papers for the signatures for my Reader's Digest covers, and can I just say I have fallen in love with these all over again now that I am preparing the pages. There's something about the way these covers feel, and I think it's because of the way I finished off the focal image on the front. So I'm excited to be organising those. So I've got a few papers here folded and ready, and I've got a few more on my other desk out, mostly tea stain papers now. I'm thinking 2 signatures, but I'll see how I go. I do tend to like with odd numbers. I do tend to like working with odd numbers. So ideally I'd like to put 3 in, but I just don't know whether the spines are big enough. So at this stage I'm thinking 2 signatures. And I have this here partly because I'd like to make some ephemera out of these snippet rolls to go into these Reader's Digest books. Most of the ephemera I have, I think, is made more towards an A5 size journal, or an A5 size journal page. Okay, so my snippet rolls. I have 3 snippet rolls. This is the smallest. Then I have the gold, and I have the really large one that I made during Roxy's Roxy's weekly challenge, which is Roxy Creations on YouTube and on Etsy. So I was looking at this and I'm thinking a pocket. I'm thinking about 4 by 2.5. So I'm going to cut this at 4 inches. And I'm hoping this guillotine will work for this, but if not, I do have my bigger trimmer next to me ready. So I just want to tidy up that edge, and this is the first time I've used this little Tim Holtz cutter for this. So that's my 4 inches by 2.5. They seem so little compared to working with, actually I want to trim the edge, the very top, working with my A5 size journal ephemera. I haven't worked in a Reader's Digest for a little while, so 2.5 I was thinking. I was going to say it does seem little, but I think on there it will be okay. So I might just stick to that size for these. Why does that not seem straight? Because I haven't got my blade up. I did that to myself earlier. It's the first time I've cut one of these Book Page Snippet Rolls. Did I do that the right size? Yes. It does seem so little. I was using this cutter when I was preparing the pages for my, I'm trying to think and work at the same time. I'm not very good at it. For my journals. And I did that to myself then too. Now I'm going to put tiny little hole punches in these because if you didn't watch the last time I made ephemera from Book Page Snippet Rolls, I cut pockets and then ended up creating tags out of them because I didn't remember that they were supposed to be pockets. So I'm hoping, I'm just taking the tiniest amount. I think I like it that way. I don't want a huge amount. I just want it to be an indicator that it's meant to be a pocket. Okay, so, and that will make a really cute little journaling bookmark. So I need to work out my tag size. So I'm thinking about 3 inches. What do I have left? 4 3/4. I need to tidy up this edge. I'm going to say there, and I can use those to create some tags and maybe a belly band, I'm hoping. So which one is wider? This one here is slightly wider. So I might use this for the tags. I said just recently there is something really satisfying about the sound of a guillotine. I don't know what it is, but okay. And this is about 9 inches. So if I make these about 4.5. And I'm going to cut, gosh, that's going to be pretty, isn't it? I think I like it that way. Just cutting a tag shape now, again, so I don't forget. If all I do in this video is get some ephemera cut, I'm going to be pretty happy. It may not make for very exciting viewing, I'm afraid, but goes with the territory and it needs to be done. So I'm just going to use that one as a guide to cut my other one because I don't like reinventing the wheel. Okay, so they're pretty little tags. And then our belly band, I need to work, I'll cut my journaling card. So again, I just want to tidy up the bottom and the top. And if I cut this roughly 4.5 as well, was that right? Yep, 4.5. It won't be quite even, but close, very close. And then I need to know how tall. So 1, 2, 7 3/8. And this cutter isn't long enough, so I cannot measure it on the cutter. So, where is my pencil? Where did I've hidden it under my other paper cutter. What did I say? Yeah, 7 3/8. That's what I thought I said, I just wasn't sure. You know what they say, measure twice, cut once. I have to remember to hold this down so that my cutting is straight. I think that will be okay. And then that can make a fun little tag. Okay, so I'm going to do the same with this one, except I have to remember what I did. So what were my pockets? I think they were 4.5. Trusty ruler, nope, 4. Seems so little. Okay, I need to do the edges. So I hope you're all fabulous. I'm sorry, I'm not necessarily going to be very talkative during this video either, because I need to think. This part of the process of a book page snippet roll still doesn't come naturally for me, and I still feel my way when it comes to different size journals, in case you hadn't noticed. So, and the last time I tried doing this and talking at the same time, I messed up. As I said, I cut pockets and then made cards and did all sorts of crazy things. So okay, so tidying up my ends. I'm starting to wonder whether I should have used my other paper trimmer, because I feel more comfortable with it than this one, but I suppose I have to make friends with this one at some stage. So 2.5. And again at 2.5. And I might turn that one into a tuck, I think. So I might do that all over again. Please tell me they were 4 inches. Anybody? Can you hear me? Are you talking to me? They are. Maybe the old memory isn't too bad just yet. So 4 inches. And I'm going to do... Whoops, I best tidy up my edges. Two and a half. So that gives me 3 pockets from that snippet roll. I'm wondering if I can cut this one in half and end up roughly with 2 more tucks. What's this one? Maybe that will work. A bit shorter, but or just a couple of deeper pockets. That's my tuck at the top. Okay, so I would like some more tags. Do I do these 2.5 roughly? Might make it 2 3/4 for this one. So I'm going to say at 6. Oh, well, that didn't go very straight. I've got to remember to put that up properly. So it's going to be shy of 6. Oh no, that will still worked out at 6. And then this one, so this won't be straight either. It's a funny shaped journaling card. I wish I could remember what I did before the last time. I think it was 2 3/4. So I'd like 2 more at that size. And then I can make a belly band with that one. Be a narrower belly band. And it was 6, wasn't it? So I need to tidy up my ends. So that's upside down. I think I need to go this way. And again at 6. Okay, so I've just remembered that I haven't punched my pockets this time around, which was not very clever. Okay, so these are large tags, I believe. I'm forgetting already. They're tucks. Small tags. So pocket, pocket. Where did my other... I have another pocket that I've punched. Oh, there it is. Okay, so these are my 3 pockets. I'm going to punch those now. Again, I don't want it to be huge. I just want it to be enough that says, I am a pocket. Do not make me a tag. I don't like the divot to be too much because I find it a little bit more complex to get around the sewing machine. I'm not that competent a sewer. I can do it. It's fiddlier, so... Okay, pockets done. And then so they're tags. I thought I had more tags or journaling cards, sorry. I'm going to put those with the journaling cards. So I've got 2 small tags and 3 large tags by the look of it. Excuse my silly old band-aid on my finger. I actually don't really know what I did. I made breakfast yesterday morning. I just had some toast and it started hurting just after I put my toast in the toaster. I think I've actually heard it on... So my bread comes from the bakery and it has one of those metal twist ties. I think I stabbed myself with the tie because it was hurting shortly after. It's all I can think of. I'm like, what could I possibly have done putting toast into a toaster to hurt myself? That was all I could come up with. So it's a little bit deeper than a paper cut, or it's a deep paper cut. So, and being a finger, it kind of moves a lot. So I think that was another reason I found it difficult to get into the crafting yesterday, because I can cut that into another belly band, I think, because I was continually worrying about my finger and whether or not it was bleeding. I had a band-aid over it, but you know, paper cuts can be really painful. Just like, oh my goodness, it's a paper cut, for crying out loud. Move on. Okay, so there are the bookmarks or belly bands. Happy with those. And then I have some itty bitty bits and pieces that I can make some other things out of. Okay, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut this big long snippet roll from my Roxy's weekly challenge, and I'm it's so long. Hang on, there we go. Give you one last look. It's so pretty. I've been looking at this on my desk for so long now, and I absolutely love the way it looks. I'm going to be a little bit sad to cut it, I'm not going to lie, but it's time. I saved it because I wasn't sure if I would need it for Roxy's weekly challenge, whether she was going to do something with the book page snippet roll as part of the challenge, but it's gotten to the stage where it's in my way and I think I just want to cut it and use it, and if her challenge requires another one, I'll just make another one. Okay, so how will I do this? Let me see. Did not think about this part of the process when I was making this huge snippet roll. Okay, I thought I could snip the end, but I kind of need to turn it around, so I'm going to go... What do I need more of? I need more belly bands. How big is the big one? Sorry guys, I know I'm off camera. Not quite 2.5, so say 2.25. I'll just go over slightly because I need to tidy my edge. So another one at 2.25. I hope that last one was at 2.25. Okay, so that's 3 belly bands at 2.25. So I'm kind of working with 3 journals. So this is not quite 1 3/4. So I'm going to do another 2 at 1 3/4, and that will give me 3 bookmarks. I need to remember to pop that up properly. 1 3/4. Actually, if I do 3 1/2 and then cut that into 1 3/4, so 3 1/2. And then I'm going to cut the bottom off. So 7 3/8. Need to tidy the top. Ah, that's right. This paper trimmer is not big enough for that. Oh, I just slipped again. Note to yourself, you really have to hold that tight when you're trimming. And then this was at 1 3/4. And that's my 2 bookmarks. 3 bookmarks. And that gives me another small tag. Okay. Now I haven't cut any pockets out of this one, so yes, I have to remind myself. So 4 by 2 1/2. And I'd like some more large tags. Four. There's something really satisfying about having a really large snippet roll to cut from, because I feel like I've got plenty to play with. So 2 1/2. Make sure that's up properly because it's not. I think that slipped. I'm not very good at this, guys. I need practice. Okay, another small. And I'm going to punch those before I go any further. Oops. I really am taking the smallest amount out of these pockets. Okay. So I do like these large tags with a 2 3/4. One more. Just need to move it down slightly. It's catching on a couple of things on my desk to my right, so which is the other reason it was slipping a little bit, was because it wasn't liking my little drawers that I have on my desk to my right. So I thought it was 6. Oh. I do need to trim the edges though. Thank you if you were reminding me. And at 6. Okay, and then some more of these tucks would be good actually. So they're at 4. Do 2 lots of those. How tall did they make the small ones? So they're about 3 1/4. Or do I want them taller? It's about 4 1/8. That's a good size because it would hold a large journaling card behind there. I don't mind that either. Okay, so that didn't help me at all. Oops. So 4 or 3 1/4. So I'll do a couple at 4. Just tidy up the edge. One at 4. The second one at 4. That's a cute little bookmark. And then oops, it was the right way around. 3 1/4. And that's a fun little journaling, like it's a mini journaling card actually. Okay, so journaling cards, I'd like to do a couple, well 3 as large ones. So 4, we'll say 4 by 6. Slipping. So 4. we're coming to the end. Tidying up the edges. So 4 by 6. That's almost pocket size, I think. Could be, or could be a journaling card. So pop that with the journaling cards. One more, and I need to do some small tags. So my small tags are about 2.5, I'll say. No, I don't remember how tall they were. Say 4 5/8. Trying to think if that was because I cut this in half. Roughly, yes. One more. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I have a tiny bit, well, big enough to make something else, but I have a little bit left. I'm going to leave that in case I am working and decide I need something else. So that's fabulous. That frees up my drawers because that big long snippet roll was sitting in front of my drawers for the longest time. Now I have a song in my head. And I get to make some beautiful ephemera. So I don't have to think quite so much now. I'm really excited. I'm just wondering what I can store these in. I'm wondering whether I can use one of those separated baskets maybe. I don't really have a proper organization method for like unfinished ephemera, which I do need to get something. Would make sense to bring my basket to me, wouldn't it? Gosh, these are pretty. So I've said before, I don't really like working without you guys. Part of the reason is because when I go to share something that I've made, I forget which digital artists I've used. So doing it with you and being in a situation where I tell you what I'm doing or whose artwork I'm using when I'm using it is actually a really helpful thing for me. And the other reason is because if I don't craft with you when I'm making something, I forget to share it with you. I don't know, it's like I move on straight away and I forget to go back and share what I've done. So that was why I wanted to share with you before I started the camera. Even though I'd only made a couple of little clusters, I was like, if I don't do it now, I will forget. Okay, so they are my tags and my pockets are all punched. And then look at this pile of journaling cards. Oh my gosh. So I have large and small. And then these are my little itty bitty scraps, and some of these are going to make some fun journaling cards as well. And then these tall pieces I can turn into bookmarks. And then I have these couple of little itty bitty scraps. I'm not going to throw them out. So they are the journaling cards. I have all of these large tags, so I need to cut these. One more. Yes, I'm one of those people who has to have the text up the right way. I seem to do it if I collage and I have the text in one direction, then I like it all to be in that one direction. But if I have them all over the place, it doesn't worry me so much. So I'm going to pop those with the small tags. And then these were my tucks. I have to stop and think about what I had here. I love the way this one's turned out. That is so fun. So the tucks are different sizes. I may even round the corners on a couple of those. That could be really fun actually, and that will remind me that they're tucks. Okay, where is my corner rounder? I haven't used it for a while actually. Oh, here it is. So I think I will just do the tops. Didn't want to punch. Don't want to do that one, and I don't want to do that one. I think I will punch these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. I think they'd be really pretty on a page as side pockets. So I might save those. I'm wondering if I have anything that could work similarly. Not really. Come back to that idea. And I haven't cut these, so these were my bookmarks or belly bands. Oops, and I haven't trimmed the ends, I don't think. So I best do that. One thing I did find with this trimmer is that it was better to cut from this end than this end. When I was doing my pages for my little journals, I found if I had the paper up against this edge that I ended up with a little bit of wrinkling. Well, more wrinkling than I did if I had down the bottom. So that was my little note to self. No, I need to do the edges again. Okay, so they are my belly bands and I have 3 bookmarks. Okay, so how long did all of that take me? It feels like it took a long time. Yes, it did. So I think instead of starting to embellish, I'm going to leave it there. I might consider making more of these. I'm not going to have enough. I thought I may have had enough to make more side pockets, but I don't think I will. So whether I just want to turn them into pockets, perhaps. I need to think about that. Okay, so I am going to leave this video here. I'm excited to have that ephemera cut. I'm going to see if I can sort it somehow and pop it into, I'm thinking, one of those divided trays so that next time we are together we can start working on them. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Steph from JunkWithSteph for her beautiful digitals and for allowing me to showcase them as a member of her design team. I love the way this ephemera looks already and I'm excited to make it up, and I'm super excited to get busy and put some signatures into these journals. So a huge thank you to you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. I hope this wasn't too boring for you, but it was literally what I had to do today. So I look forward to seeing you next time. Please, everybody, stay safe, stay inspired, and happy crafting. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.